Hello, everyone, and welcome to Cosmic Insight, your Friday night tune up. You know who we are if we don't know by now.
Welcome everyone to Friday Night Cosmic Insight. I thought I'd let you know how little Miss Willow is growing. Look at you and say hi, Willow. She
She's
wants
like,
to
no,
go
I
out.
want to go outside.
I'm going to put her down now. Okay, let's go.
So, the past few weeks has really been interesting in terms of the transformation, the transition, all these energies coming in. And, you know, I guess we should just go and tell everyone no. Tell everyone now.
Tell him.
So we are going to be going away. Um, and it's almost bittersweet. This is we are going to be taking a break. I don't know for how long. But the show will be back in another form, as it always will be. Um, and so yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things that when you step into the space of really understanding what this transformation is, and we are now in this space of really taking time to really cultivate and nurture the transformative energy that is, but in both our lives, with Rebecca and with myself. And yeah, we're just honoring that time of growth to nurture that growth that is happening for both of us right now.
Exactly. And thank you. So I want to thank everyone who supported us from the beginning and watching the show and everything. However, just as I said, around the growth, I've been going through a lot. Hillis has been going through a lot. And just, the transition of actually the energies right now and being in that transformation energy is like, I just personally feel stuffing away. Hillis stuffing away and just kind of refocusing on what we require and everything. So, in saying that, I would like to put out there if you could message us or email us, what you liked about the show, what you like changed about the show, any insights about the show you'd like to share. I'd really like to hear from everybody out there. That's so important. As yeah, so if you could send us that information, we greatly appreciate it. And
Yeah,
say
it's
one joining us. Yes.
yeah, and and not saying that the show won't be back. It's just going to come back in another iteration, as we all are in this ginormous cocoon in humanity. We're all in this space of transformation, and it is how we honor that. It is how we step into that. And I ask each and every one of you to do the same thing. Is
Yeah.
to allow yourself to be in a space of emergence, to really see what is significant. And I'll probably pop on here or there, to share, part of my journey still. And we'll just see what happens, because I'm a storyteller, and Rebecca is too. But right now we just need this time out of the light for a little bit.
And I think that's for a lot of people. I've been questioning everything. I was telling him the other day, even like the spirituality part of me, and not like I know that's part of me. I know that's part of my path. I know that's who I am. But it's more like it's more the question, how do I want to show up right now in a new light? How do I want to show up in the true light that I've been growing towards? And how does that look? And so, I really ask everyone out there, invite everyone out there to really look at your world and what's going on around there. Right now, it's this unfoldment of really taking the time of letting go of things that aren't serving you. Now, in saying that, letting go, you might let go of it forever, or you might let go of it so you can regroup and restructure it around. Ow, I'm sorry, the puppy just put my foot. Structure it around the around the energy and the essence of who you truly are and who you're becoming as we walk along this path of stepping into the next level of who we are emerging into in the emergence of the oneness of what we're becoming, from the separation of what we were, and having the courage and the strength to stay in that field and stuffing forward and inviting yourself and challenge yourself and knowing it's okay to say no. It's okay to say, hey, I got to step back. It's okay to do whatever you require to do in order to emerge into the best part of you.
Yeah.
Everyone out there is required to do this right now. It's that what is happening is that old that's been compressed, in this huge ball that we've carried so many years, that heavy freaking ball, it's been popped now. So it's deflating, it's coming out. So everything's leaving right now until you're left with a flat ball again that you can recreate into a whole new ball.
But you know what, honestly,
Uh-huh.
secretly, I'm just taking the going away so I can celebrate the month of June because it's my birthday month. So I'm just gonna
Yes.
be partying all month long.
There. So what does Susie say? Thanks for, and Susie says, I'm feeling you both. Oh, there you go. I'm feeling you both. I've been pulling back on quite a few things lately. Exactly, Susie. Thank you for sharing that. And those people who are out there, who are kind of struggling with this, how can I do this? It's benefiting you, and it's honoring you. And it's also honoring the other people that you need to let go of or move away from or restructure your relationship around it. I don't know about you, Hillis. I had a conversation the other day with a friend of mine, and like, how do we navigate now prickly people? How do we navigate people that just, I like to call them prickly people, people that get us, that
Trigger
might,
you.
huh?
People that trigger you.
That trigger you, yeah. Or people that you're moving past that are no longer supposed to be in your field because you've gone through the journey with them, but yet they're still in your world. Like, how do you, and I've had this whole experience coming up a lot lately. This has been a huge part of my path. And how do you do that? What do you recommend, Hillis, on how you discern and show up with people now that are at the process of moving out of and might have been in your world? Like, how do you restructure that? Because I think it's so important, because I think it's happening a lot now, around people in our world, and how people are changing, shifting, and waking up or not waking up, or yeah.
Well, one of the things that I've been talking about for a while, that we are in this space of construction and destruction. So
Mhm.
how do we honor that? And it's through your intuition. It's really based on that sensory feeling of living in the heart space and having coherence with the heart and mind. And when you have that coherence, when you have that field of resonance, you begin to understand what is best for you and your best good. And sometimes we hold on to these relationships or these connections through the space of obligation. We become I can't even say it, the obligatory.
Obligation.
No, we become obligatory to everyone else. We are then saying, oh, well, I have to do this because of this, or I have to, instead of I feel like I should do this, or I feel honored, or so we move out of that space of obligation. So we have to break away from that. And with all the transitions that are happening that we see and don't see, that are energetic and non energetic, everything that we witness and feel, we just have to really allow ourselves to connect with our higher self and say, is this best for me to do? Is this the best relationship for me right now? Or what can I do to allow myself to evolve deeper into this? And what I have been doing personally, I've just really been doing my daily meditations, really sit in the energy and calling to me what I've asked for that's going to serve me at this time. And, and if me doing medicine journeys is my best thing for me right now to get to the space that I want to get to next, where I want to rise to, then that's me. If you
Mhm.
want people want to go on a 5-month trip somewhere, go for it. If you just want to have fun and relax and enjoy, do that, because joy brings everything else. And I just want to talk about this really quick. Is that last over the weekend, or was it one day during this week? Time is like
Mhm.
whatever.
Yeah.
But I was outside and I was, reconnecting with the energy of love and what that really looks like and what that is for me. And I saw this beautiful white butterfly flying around in the backyard, and I was trying to call the butterfly to me, just like really feeling into the energy of the butterfly. Then I saw it slowly come to me. Then all of a sudden, this other white butterfly came in, and the other butterfly started following. So they started following each other. And the message that I heard was love follows love. So when
Mhm.
you step into your love, when you step into the joy, all else will step into that. That would just resonate.
Exactly. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that story. And I love what, came to me, what I wrote down a few minutes ago was, we're moving from almost, I want to say, experience of the mind into the experience of the heart.
Yeah.
And so in that experience, it's a new way of functioning, a new way of being. And asking yourself, what experience do I want to have with the heart? What does that look like for me? And follow that path, and follow that heart space, in love and honoring of yourself in that, and finding that self-love for you, and knowing all the old things that you used to do, think, or feel are old things of this old construct of
Yeah.
where we function from the mind, and as now it's connecting down to that heart, and that's so important
Yeah.
right now, to learn to feel from the heart. And it can be very interesting, it can be very uneasy because we're not used to it. It can, make you feel wobbly, and that's okay. Honor that. Allow it to speak. Allow the butterflies to follow the keys. Because your body will let you know what's going on. I know a lot of people right now are dealing. A lot of my friends, and I keep on hearing, um, um, people talking about so much about, the things suddenly coming up with their body, and sicknesses, and being tired, and being this and being that. And this is just, I feel personally, this is just our bodies waking up to commune with us at a whole nother level from the heart, and we have to learn to feel and listen to those things. But yet the energy that's coming in, it's such at a high level that some people aren't caught up, so that's why there's this like mismatch of things going
Disconnect.
on right
Yeah.
now. There's this disconnect because those need to match up now. That experience needs to match up now, and sometimes it's not matching. And when it's not matching, we're not in the heart coherence, we're not in the resonance vibration of what should be. And so, ask yourself every day, what experience of the heart do I choose to have today?
Yeah.
And keep on asking yourself that over and over again. Is this an experience of my heart? No, this is not an experience of heart. This is in my monkey mind that needs to go, and I'm tired of it. And then course correct and redirect and
Yeah.
feel into that. And guess what? If it doesn't feel right, course correct again. Well, you're never stuck in what you want to be. It's just a constant movement. The dogs are driving me crazy. They've been laying down all night. As soon as I get on, they want to go outside.
Well, no, I'm laughing because, how many times have I course corrected in my life? I mean, hundreds, hundreds upon hundreds of times
Yeah.
have I course corrected. Something came up in my energy field today that was 15 years old, and I'm like, where did that come from?
Oh, yeah.
And it was like, and I had to stop, and I'm like, why am I feeling like that about this one thing? And it just says that there's still some clearing out of certain subjects that need to happen. And that's what's occurring right now with everybody. We are all in this space of this message because, you know, for the longest time that we've been on this show, you guys heard me talk about this, you guys heard me preach about this. All, well, not all, but a majority of my peers always talk about moving from 3D to 5D, right?
That's so 3D.
Exactly. And so, and because and reason why, because there's this attachment to it, and this whole I can't think of the word right now, it's not important, but where we are right now, we're in the beginning stages of fourth density. this is where we are right now. This is why your body feels the way that it feels. This is why your mind is going the way that it's going. There's all these signs, all these energies that we're in fourth density. Because fourth density is the bridge between third and fifth. And you can't get to fifth, this place of unconditional love, by having all this stuff. So now is the time to clear all that stuff in 4D, which is why, hence, we are in the destruction and the construction of everything. And everything is being torn down just to be rebuilt. And so you can't build on top of uh, a weak foundation or a foundation that doesn't serve you. You need a foundation that is strong and is going to support you when you get to those higher levels and frequencies and densities. And the best way to do that is to be free and clear of what no longer supports you in whatever space you're moving to.
Exactly. We're at the bottom of the barrel, people. That we're in the mucky stew that sticks to the bottom of the pot. When you burn the little bottom and it gets stuck to the bottom, that is what we're clearing out now. So it is, it is interesting to navigate, and it's okay if you had I had a moment this morning. I woke up and, yeah, just like Hillis, was spiraling through some old stuff and had a little moment, and I got out of it, but I needed to go through that moment because there is
Yeah.
residual energy as we spiral. We're in the spiral now of going up and moving to another energy. However, in that, we're still clearing out and filtering out this old stuff that's, been with us for a very, very long time. This lifetime, and probably, like since the beginning of our soul's journey, believe it or not. So it's a lot of muck that's been clearing out as we move into this new space, this new frequency that this planet has never been on before.
Exactly. And we are the ones who chose to be here at this time to experience the glory of this unfolding of this new birth.
I think I got in the wrong line. I think somebody pushed me down the tube. No, I'm just kidding. I know I'm supposed to be here.
Say, will you just go already?
Exactly. That little kid that said, "No, I don't want to go. No." Poof. Pushed
Yeah.
me off. I jumped before I even got here. No,
Yeah.
I know I'm supposed to be here, and my path and my journey, just like everyone else. As I always say, whoever chose to come here at this time is a badass. Bottom line. I
Yeah.
don't care where you are in your journey, if you're just waking up, been awake, not awake, wherever you are, whatever role you've chosen to play in the awakenment that's happening right now, you are a badass. So
Yeah.
remember that. No matter what you're doing, where you are, and how you're showing up, you are a badass. Just remember that.
Yeah. Indeed.
And the strongest of the strong are here right now. Even those people that drive you crazy, on the other side, they're our biggest allies and our biggest friends. You just remember, we all come here to help each other. Each person has a role in your world that comes into your world, that might stay in your world, that might move out of your world. It's just a constant revolving, um, divine guided experience. That we all kind of sat around and everybody kind of got together before we all got pushed down the silo hole, or how
Cosmic
we got here.
slide.
What?
The cosmic slide.
Cosmic slide, all like sitting around the table, be like, okay, this like time you're gonna do this, and I'm gonna play this
Wait,
role,
who's that
and I'm gonna trigger
movie?
the hell out of you this time because last night time you did it to me, and we're gonna switch to, so like all this stuff has been co-created, and so like I guess what I'm saying, going back to what did I always go back to? Two things: discernment and don't take things personally. The four agreements. I mean, I love the four agreements, and that's all it's about. Don't take things personally, because even though it hurts, and I have my moments all the time, but we have to remember, it's just a big cosmic game that we're playing out roles in a huge play of changing the world.
Yeah.
And it's not the truth of who we are when we take on these these experiences of feeling not good enough, of feeling not worthy, of, feeling all these things that aren't the real truth of who we are.
Exactly.
But it
Exactly.
is the game we decided to play in this lifetime to experience those things so we can move to the next level.
Yeah. Yeah,
Anyhow,
exactly. Yeah, and that is just simply that. And now that we are in the beginnings of fourth density, and how we now allow ourselves to show up and step into that truth to honor that in which no longer serves us. I mean, this is it, people. This is it. I mean, everybody wants to know what it will feel like to get to fifth density. This is what it feels like. It is you're on this journey, deep dive, head first, no parachute, no instruction manual. It is just you and your heart being guided by that and say, okay, now, and that's it. Yeah,
and it gets better, and we people now kind of float between 3, 4, and 5, or even higher. Some people on this planet are higher, densities. However, and say that, so you might have, yeah, that's Cosmo, by the way. They're having a puppy meltdown right now because I won't open the door. Um, but, and just remember that you might have a day that you might be in the 3D, you might have a day that you might be in the 4 day, the in between, and you might have a day that's like super spectacular when you're in the 5 and above, and take advantage of those days. Check into how you're doing and navigate your day on how you are vibrating, because that's the most important thing to do, is really start to know your patterns and how you're vibrating and where you're at, knowing that if you're having a day that you're not feeling like, push yourself to go further, but also know that, okay, today's a day I need to maybe reel it in and maybe look at this stuff. I shouldn't be out in the collective today because it'll just not be good for me today. Or no, oh my God, I'm feeling really good today. I need to go out in the world and just spread my love, and and know it's okay to go in and out, and take that time and honor your flow and what's going on right now, and be very gentle and kind with yourself, and don't beat yourself up, because
what
I'm a master
she
at that.
said. What she
But
said. And I said
yes,
what
I'm a
she
master
said.
at that.
What she said.
Yeah.
Don't
But so it's all good.
mind me. I'm feeling a little silly right now, but you
Well,
know,
silly is good.
yeah,
That means that you're vibrating high when you get silly and slap happy. That's when you're in the vibration, yeah. And
exactly,
being grounded in that energy, have that slap happiness and ground it. So
exactly. And so, with that being said, again, thank you everyone who's watched us, our amazing interviews, everyone from Neil Donald Walsh to Bruce Lipton, and everyone in between. Watching our goofiness, watching our silliness, just being here with us, supporting us through this infinite journey as we have supported you. Thank you everyone for the donations that have come in over the months. We appreciate those. And if you want to work with us individually, our description, our links, the way to contact us is in the description below. If you want to work with me, if you want to work with Rebecca individually to assist you in this moving forward of through the fourth density into the fifth density to assist you in purging and clearing what no longer serves you, we are here to be of service because we've been through this already. We know how to do it. We navigate this energy. And so it is not saying goodbye. It is saying we'll see you later in another form, in another iteration, in another way to be of better service. And so who knows what the future has in store? I know I don't. I mean, I can predict and see any and all things. But when it comes to stuff like this, you just allow yourself to follow your heart and be in that space.
yeah, definitely. And thank you so much for everybody who supported us and all the fun and adventures we had. And as I said, this is just a regroup of finding out some things and exploring some different avenues and some opening up to a different space. So I know me, I'm going to be rolling out my Rejuvenate program, and so keep on the Cosmic Insight. Is it Facebook
Yeah,
I'll
Facebook.
put information out on there as I roll it out and everything. So I'm doing things, and yeah,
Yeah.
just expanding into what I'm becoming. So and figuring it out along the way. So I love you all. I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And we're gonna draw some cards tonight because we haven't done that in a very long time. So if
Yeah.
anybody like a card, chime in, and then we'll do our tune up, and then we'll say goodbye, and then you guys can text
We're
us
not saying goodbye. We never say goodbye.
until next
Like,
time.
what's that song with Michael Jackson? Never can say goodbye.
I forget.
It's a Jackson 5 song.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, but just
Oh,
what?
this is amazing. I opened up the cards that you sent me for my birthday last year, the Lemuria deck, and look, I have to read what it means, but look at this.
See, there you go.
Never can say goodbye.
Exactly.
But so I have to read what that means now. I have to read
Okay.
what that means. So it was
Mm,
number 23, endless opportunities. So I'm just going to read the highlighted meaning because it's like too long.
yeah.
But it says you have options and opportunities you may not have realized. The universe wants to give you what you want. It's all there. So reach out and wholeheartedly choose it. While you sit on the fence, your experiences are diluted or confusing. We live in a time of choices. Sometimes reason and limitation direct our choices, and we feel unfulfilled as a result.
Hmm.
Choose life from a place of heart, compassion, and integrity, and you can't go wrong. Boom.
Boom. And that's sometimes what you got to do. You got to cut back to regroup, to open up, to expand, to bring in, yeah, the newness. Oops. Hold on a second. I got to jump down and see what the puppy has real quick.
Oh, so while Rebecca's doing that, I guess I'll pull another card. So wait, um, everyone, everyone, everyone. So, huh. So Susie, I asked for guidance for you in this moment, and this is the card that came for you: Journey to Wholeness. And this reminds me of how you and I started your journey. And you are already whole, my dear. And so you just have to allow yourself to step into that. And I forgot what number that was, so I can read you the definition of it. Journey to Wholeness. Give me 1 second. Oh no, what did I do? What did I do?
Oh my
Journey.
gosh.
I can't. I know what the card is. And so now I gotta find it in here. I forgot the number. So give me 1 second, Susie. I was not prepared. I just opened it and put it back really quick. But it was Journey. Oh, there it is. The card number is 33, so it's a master card. So the meaning of that card, Susie, is this card is about loving yourself and others from a sense of wholeness, exactly as you are right now. It is only from this space that healing can take place. We may find ourselves in relationships or scenarios where we can see great potential. We may have concepts of others that are not really who they are due to subconscious projections or ideals. We could have the idea that we feel better about ourselves, that we achieve a goal status, that success will somehow make everything better. Unfortunately, this takes us out of the present and makes our love somewhat conditional. To be a healer transcends the perspective that being in front of your needs to be fixed. Hold the vision as perfect as they are from this place. They can heal themselves through transformative power and acceptance. Acknowledge the full spectrum of a picture and bring any defective parts back to its moment in this place. We are whole, thus we have the power to step into the brightest version of ourselves. That was for you, Susie. Reminds me of how we started this journey.
I'm back.
Yes.
So I got some cards for Susie, and then we'll move. Who's next? Deborah. So get
Yeah.
ready for Deborah. Okay, my dear. So what I'm feeling right now, when I'm stepping in right now, you're like at a crossroads with a lot of things that are going on in your world right now. It's time to make some different choices. It's time to discern things at a different way in this energy of this week. I feel like there's like some risk taking that needs to come forth, of something you've been contemplating, of stepping out of your comfort zone around something, and it's time to take that step. That you are being very protected, in the visions and the presence of who you are, and moving into a whole new level of you. If you take the chance on yourself to step out into a different level of who you are.
I love that message.
Okay. So that is your message for the week, Susie. And I the dogs went in the other room, so I can contact you later to show you Cosmo and Willow.
And so I have this one for Deborah, she of the lotus. So look
Mm,
how pretty that is. And if anyone who knows the story about a lotus, or they're one of the most beautiful and resilient flowers.
mhm.
And so she of the lotus, take a look at any unconscious patterns that may be running you. There are elements of yourself that you need to take out of the trash, dust off, and reabsorb. Shadows can be painful or tender to the touch. Sensitivity is an area that can be triggered that shows us where we might want to do some spring cleaning of our darker, forgotten, ignored, or hidden corners. Accepting our shadow is the first stage of restoring ourselves to wholeness and self love. Back to layers where there's shame, guilt, or fear. Bring them to daylight. Under a loving and compassionate light, they will resolve, reassimilate, and you can rearrange with your superpowers. So yeah.
Nice. So to
We've been
add
talking
to
about
that,
this a long time, Deborah. So I'm just gonna sit back and wait for you. So I can help you reemerge or merge into your superpowers.
mm, so Deborah, what I have the energy for the week is to remind you that the small is mighty. In that the creation of things sometimes don't have to be huge and grand, for in the smallness of what it is can be something that you've never expected to happen. In standing that, what do you have to open up to this week as you surrender to something that's coming into your world, to surrender to yourself, to surrender to this love that you need to grasp of yourself, to set and to detach from those things that are not allowing you to create this beautiful web that you're weaving, that is there in the back of partnership, on where can you become partners with yourself and also others, to reach out and as surrender to that energy of co-creating and connecting at a whole nother level to others, to bring in the luck of who you are, to bring in the sweet victory of the essence of who you are, in knowing, as I said, once again, they keep on coming back to, in realizing that the smallness is sometimes the greatest and will lead you to everything. So that's my message for the week for beautiful Deborah.
Mhm. Awesome.
Awesome.
I'm ready when you are.
Yeah, is anybody else? No.
No, it was just Deborah and Susie.
Okay, sounds great. Time for tune up. What are you laughing at?
I just feel joy right now.
Awesome. Do you want to start the tune up with a sound, or you want me to start with sounds? Sending love to you, Deborah.
As I'll just connect to you and we just flow on the energy, like
Okay.
we always do.
Okay.
As I open up the energies of the present in this space and the universal energies of consciousness in the space of humanity, connecting and finding the thread of all who are present in this space, connecting to Rebecca, connecting to those who are watching in this infinite moment, watching or not, allow this energy to be here, allowing for this presence of this moment to reflect what is in your heart and allow the heart to guide you on this journey, this path of the clearing, the unfolding, the letting go to step into the space of unconditional love of self.
And as we open up to that space of loving thyself and expanding to who we are and expanding to hold the dimension of why we're here, to letting go of the past pains that we hold on to, and knowing that the suffering and those pains that come to us are only part of the human experience we've chosen to be, which is not the truth of who we are. And remember that that is not the truth of who we are. It's what we came here to experience to be. And as we move into the new energies, moving into love, from where the pain and suffering we once held and clutched so tight within our hearts, let yourself in this moment open to the expansion of the beauty, divine being that you truly are, and the sovereignty that you create in this world of who you be. With gratitude, with love, and surrender and opening to all that is.
Hmm. And again, thank you, everyone. Thank you for your time. Thank you for it all.
Thank you.
And until next time, everyone, keep exploring and
Don't limit yourself, create yourself, be the change in you. I thank you so much, everyone out there, for listening, being part, and remember to live your life with the heart, in gratitude and love, and walk this earth with pride in your heart and standing tall in who you are always. Don't let anybody cut you down. I
mm.
love you all. Thank you so much. Mwah.